Hey, hello, I'm Chris. Nice to see you again. In this video, I will use Beckhoff.TwinCAT TF6280 to configure a Ethernet IP adapter, and the Ethernet IP scan side I'll use Keyence KV8000 to configure a Ethernet IP network. I hope you like this video. Let's start. Okay, here is the hardware that I'm using this time. Maybe your first problem is, okay, where is your Beckhoff.TwinCAT PLC? Then my answer is, my TwinCAT PLC is inside my computer in here. Because TwinCAT is a software, Beckhoff.TwinCAT is a software PLC, although you don't have a real hardware PLC come from Beckhoff, you can still also run the TwinCAT runtime inside your PC or your laptop anyway. So inside my PC, I will have a TF6280 Ethernet IP adapter functions. And the other side, here is the Ethernet IP scanner, and this time I'm using the Keyence PLC KV8000, and here this USB cable is connecting to my laptop for transfer the program or upload some parameters. And this is the Ethernet IP port, and it's connected to a switch that is come from FanX contact, and also this side is connecting to my laptop. And here is a mirroring port. It's even that if I have any network trouble, that I can use these mirror port functions to analyze the package by using Wireshark. I hope you like this, and let's start to configure it.
Okay, now I'll show you how to configure the Ethernet IP adapter in TwinCAT side. Now I create a TwinCAT project, so go to IO and device, right click it, add new items. After that, you can find that not just Ethernet IP, you can also configure the EtherCAT or ProfiNet or CAN or BACnet, but in this case I only use Ethernet IP, and choose the Ethernet IP slave. This is a adapter, and then press OK. Now here is what is interface that you would like to configure. So what's the meaning of this interface? Okay, this interface actually is the Ethernet card that you are connecting directly to the scanner or in the Ethernet IP network. In my case, it's USB XHCI2, so I'll choose this one and then press OK. Okay, now your Ethernet IP adapter is created, and when you click it, here is the tab for adapter. You can see your Ethernet IP, your Ethernet interface, the MAC address and IP. You need to make sure that you are configuring the right one. And here I prefer that you check this box. It is permissionless mode, useful with Wireshark only. So before your Ethernet IP network is start, and before any error, I prefer to check this box. If your Ethernet IP network has any troubles, you can use Wireshark to analyze the package anyway. So I check this. And next one is Ethernet IP tab. Here is a net ID. Maybe you need to use it if you want to send some script message. Then there is a field input parameter that to ask you to pass this net ID. And then the next one is the single line task. So what the single line task is, you can imagine the single line task is how many microsecond that the task will be updated. Oh, in here I will choose special single line task and create new IO task and choose my task. And you can choose or create new task and enter the task name, task EIP. Press OK. So now task EIP is created. Now here's the cycle clicks. It means what the cycle time, update time for your site or task. I'll input 128, and then finish. Okay, so the basic configuration is finished. So you can open it. Your adapter. You can see a box in here. So what's the box? Box is actually when your scanner, in this case is Keyence KV8000, when you need to connect to adapter, actually the scanner is connecting to this box. There's so many people that they make some mistake when they configure the box. Is when you click it, the setting, here's the index 8000. When you browse it, then you will see here have the IP address and network mask on 8021 and 22. Actually, what is this? This actually, you can imagine it is a virtual IP. Then when the scanner would like to connect to your TwinCAT adapter, you need to set the IP for your adapter, right? Actually, at that time you need to set the IP as this one, not your adapter IP. So you cannot set this 3.251. You need to set other one. But very easy, just enter the IP here. So I will go here 192.168.3, and then here's 252. Okay, and then the network mask is 255.255.255. Okay, only this. Okay, so here's the box. So what's the next step? You need to add some assembly for the in our data exchange. So what should I do? So go to the select the box one and right in about IO assembly. So this assembly is created. When you open it, there's input and output. All this input output is viewed at the TwinCAT side. So what's the mean? So this output is the data from the scanner. The output is the data to scanner. Very easy. So I'll create some variables to for send to the scanner or receive from the scanner. So go to input and right click, add new items. So here is the insert variable pop-up. Then you can configure which data that would like to be exchanged or how much data do need to exchange. In this case, I create a array. So here you see bottom is create array type and click it. Okay, I don't know why there's no. Oh, okay, I know, because I need to choose the data type first. Okay, I'll use byte as my data type. I choose byte and create the array type. Then this pop-up is showed. The base type is byte, and then to configure your index. So now in this case, if I configure from 0 to 47, it means you have 48 elements. Your array length will be 48, the length. Okay, press OK, and then enter your variable names, array data, and OK. So now the array data is created. Then when you scroll it, then you see in this variables you have the array data with byte index 0 to 47. Good. So just do the same thing in the output. Okay, close it. Output, add new items. Once I've okay, so when you create the array before, then here you can just choose the array directly. So I think when you go down, you can see the array here. Yeah. So this is the data type that you create in the input. So also you can use in output or any other variables in this project. What you need to do is just choose it and then enter the name, array data, enter. Okay, finish. So now you create your array variables inside assembly. Just make sure that you set the IP is correct. Your MAC address is correct. Okay, I don't know why 000. Let's choose again. Good. Okay. The configuration is okay. So now you need to add a PLC inside. So go to PLC, add new item, and extend the PLC. Then screw it and go to ports, main. Now I create some variables. Here is EIP byte array input input add %i start array 0 to 47 of byte, and also EIP byte array output at %q start array 0 to 47 of ARR. My spelling wrong. ARRAY. ARRAY. 7 of byte. Then I create another two array buffer. Just give me a second. EIP input EIP byte input buffer array buffer EIP byte output buffer as a array. Okay, I did it, so I don't know why here. Okay, I pick one more. So actually, maybe you can some strange thing here is add %i star mark and add %q star mark. So what's the mean? Is that mean if you define a variable with this symbol, if for example in this case add %i star mark, it means this variable can be linked to the process input images. As same, if you define a variable with add %q star mark, it means this variable can be linked to the output process image. So what's the input output process images? It's just I think remember it. It's the variables that you create for the adapter. So the next step I need to do is let's make some simple program. EIP byte array byte input buffer is equal to EIP byte array input, and then EIP byte array output is equal to EIP byte output buffer. Just it's a very simple program. So what's that? It does you can move the data, all the input data to the buffer, and also move the output buffer to the process output images. That's done. Go to build solutions. Okay, oh yeah, very good. Okay, now you can finally the only step you need to do is really link these two images to your Ethernet IP slave. What can you do? Very easy. Open your box, go to assembly, and here's the ID array. Right click, change link. Oh, you can see here. You can choose one variable here. So this is main.eip by array input. This actually this one, because you define a add %i star mark in here. So this variable now can be linked with the process input images. That's okay. Then done. Output, do the same thing. Change link, click it, finish. You done it. Finally, don't forget to activate the configurations. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry that because I'm using VMware here, so I need to go system, real time, read from target, and choose the isolated core, and activate my configurations again. Okay, need to run again, and then put the login button. Yes. And finally, press the play button to start your application. Okay, you've done it. Now we configure the Ethernet IP adapter in the TwinCAT side. So what the next step? The next step, we'll use the KV Studio, the engineer tools for Keyence to create the scanner. See you next step. Okay, now the KV8000 is started up and we can start to configure the Keyence side. Here is my version that I will show you what I'm using. I'm using KV8000 11.04. Okay, so go to File and New Project and create your project. Then you need maybe okay. Now the project is created. What you do now is we need to configure the Ethernet IP scanner in the Keyence side. Go to Unit Configurations, KV8000, and Ethernet IP tab. Just click it. Then here is the pop-up to ask you, do you want to do it by manual or auto? I prefer by manual. You can drop the device one by one by using register the ETS file. So I'll use manual this time. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to change the EIP scanner IP address. So go to click this icon. There's a CPU icon. In the right hand side there's IP address and you can modify it. As the last part, I think I figured the TwinCAT adapter at 192.168.3 something, so I need to make them the same subnet. Go to here to answer 3 and here just give me the other IP for some 45. Okay, now in the this side, the KV8000, it means the Ethernet IP scanner, the IP change. So now we need to do the adapter side. First of all, we need to register the ETS file. Go to Unit List and right click, register ETS file. And then now you can choose the ETS file that you export from TwinCAT. If you have same name or something, do you want to overwrite it? Yes. No icon file, use default. Okay. Just wait a second. Okay, now the box one is adapter config in TwinCAT side is input. Double click it to drop it into your Ethernet IP network. There is a pop-up to set up something. For the NOC address, you don't need to care too much. What you need to make sure that this IP address is setting correct in the TwinCAT, that is matched to the TwinCAT side. If you remember that we set the TwinCAT as 192.168.3.252 into partial IP. So just do the same one and press OK. Okay, so now the adapter is inserted in your network. So click the bottom. Here is the in 129 and out 130. What does that mean? So actually it means now your setting is assembly 1 in the instant 129 for the input, and for the output is instant number 130. It's not very difficult things, it's just a number or a object that you can imagine like this. And then here is W. W is a device in Keyence PLC. It means link register something. Also no have some idea what's that. And here's 00 from 00 to 19. Be careful, this one is count by hex. So what do you mean? For example, your address is from 0, so 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2 until the 09. But your next address is not 10, it's 08 because it's count by hex, same as here. So actually, it will show that the input will use 26 of works, and this kind of works 60 bits. So why 60 works? Because the TwinCAT just set up at 48 bytes and we only have 24 work something. When you open our TwinCAT project, we go to the assembly 1 inputs. Then you can see there's a unsigned double integer in here. It is 4. It will spend you 4 bytes. So 4 bytes, it means to work. So that's why your totally work in using here is 24 plus 2, 26. Okay, it's not also very difficult. Then the last one I would like to mention you is to click the assembly 1. Then you have a more detailed setting of each adapter. For example, the connection type, you can use exclusive owner or listen only or input only, the our PI time, and the connection type point-to-point or multicast. And here I would like to set here to be false 1 to 8, and just OK. Okay, now to finish the setting and close it, save it. Then saving, close it, save it, done. And you go to monitor and transfer to PLC monitor mode and select all the data or the file, execute. Do you want to change the CPU to program mode? Yes. Okay, do you want to change the run mode again? Yes. Okay, you see now the KV Studio is in monitor mode now, and your left side, I think it's very small, but you can see the small green circle something here. It means the connection is okay and our data is exchanging. If you don't believe it, I'll show you in Wireshark. So go to Wireshark and start a new capture. Then you see the protocol CIP/IO is exchanging in the network. For this size from source 3.45 to 3.252, it means it's a Keyence side to TwinCAT side. And the other one 252 to 45, it means it's the TwinCAT side to Keyence side. We've done it. Okay, let's stop the capture. But this is not fun. I think I'll create some variable to make sure the data is exchanged, sent to TwinCAT. Okay, click the variable, and then here you can define some variables. In here, I think it's very strange when you use TwinCAT or Siemens, but yes, this is some stuff. This PLC. Okay, go here. Oh, sorry, I need to change to editor mode first. Click the variable again. Go here. Data from TwinCAT, and then data type choose array and 26 here W0. So now from W0 to W19 there is assigned as a array with 26 unsigned integer. Okay, data to TwinCAT. Also same, choose array as your data type. You also choose unsigned integer and 26. Start from, because the last one you start, the end is 19, so your next device should be 1A. Okay, done. And then go to here. I'm sorry that because it seems like KV Studio cannot write pure ST something. So go here and click it. So we search CL. CL is something like system register something. I will use the 1 second clock pulse. Insert it, and then write it, and add this script. Insert box script. Okay, and then just write some data inside. Okay, data to TwinCAT is equal, the second index one is equal to itself. Data to TwinCAT second one task 1, and data to TwinCAT. I think the last one is 25 is equal to data to TwinCAT 25 minus 1. So because the index 0 and index 1 is used as some context data, so you cannot use it. I start in the second one. Data programs finish, convert to make sure that I've not make any mistake here. Okay, and then I monitor it and transfer the program to PLC again. Select all and execute. Yes. Yes. Just wait a second. You've done it. Then what you need to see now, you get to click here and right click, choose the registration monitor windows. You can make sure now the data run. The first one is integrating, the next one is decreasing. Okay, and then you can change back to editor mode and then go to TwinCAT side. Then yes, go to the main, log in. Okay, let me download the program again to let not have any error. Download the program again. Yes. And then log in again. Yes. And then start your program. And then see the input array. Then you can see the first two arrays plus is increasing, and the last one is decreasing. Okay, in Keyence that's okay. Now we also need to transfer some data from TwinCAT side to Keyence side. Okay, let's log out. Go to reference. I would like to add a library for me to block memory transfer. Add library. I'll use these functions. So I think it's move and memory move. It's a library come from CA memory. Just choose it. Okay. And then I will create two values for me to transfer to Keyence side. IP Ethernet IP scanner. Value 1, value 2 as unsigned integer. Good. And then the next one, I will move the date some value with this value 1, value 2 variable. Value 1, for example, equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and value 2 is equal to 9, 8, 7, 6 something, some random value. Okay, now you need to use the functions memory. Okay, some technical memory doc memory move. Here you need three parameters. The first one is P source, the second one is P extentations, the last one is UI number of bytes. The first one, P source, XOC is the address of source memory. So what's source memory? It means the memory offset of the data that you would like to transfer. Here you can, in TwinCAT, you can use the ADR functions to get this one. So don't need to care too much. Okay, P source is equal to ADR value 1. Okay, and the next one is the P destinations. The destination is equal to use the ADR again. We need to transfer. You need to transfer to the buffer, right? PIP byte output buffer. This 01. Okay. And then the last one is how many bytes you need to transfer. You need to transfer 2 bytes, right? UI equal to 2. Done. And then what you need to do is just copy it and press again and change it to value 2, and here it's changed to 46 because you need to transfer a word in to Keyence side, and your array is n is 47, so you need to transfer stuff from 46. So here's okay, and log in again, make sure then your program transfer to the runtime. Okay, go back to Keyence side and go to here. Oh, sorry, you need to go to monitor mode first. Go to monitor mode first, and then click the box 1. Now to see the W0201234, as I mentioned before, because W0 is but W1 is used as some context data, so this one cannot use, and we didn't map it in TwinCAT side, so we don't use this one. And I think the last one is W19. It should be 9876 something. Yeah, sure, you're right. Okay, so now we confirm that the TwinCAT can send the data to Keyence side, and also the Keyence side can send the data to TwinCAT side if there is any problem in the Ethernet IP network. I hope you like my videos, and this is my end of this video. I hope you like my videos. If you like it, please press a like button and give me any comment if you have any questions. Okay, thanks everyone. See you in next video. Bye bye.